171. You plan to deploy an Azure machine learning model by using the Machine Learning Designer. Which 4 actions should you perform in sequence? To answer, move the appropriate actions from the list of actions to the answer area and arrange them in the correct order. Actions. Train the model. Split the data randomly into training data and validation data. Evaluate the model against the original dataset. Evaluate the model against the validation dataset. Ingest and prepare a dataset. Correct order. Ingest and prepare a dataset. Split the data randomly into training data and validation data. Train the model. Evaluate the model against the validation dataset. (172). For each of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true. Otherwise, select no. Note, each correct selection is worth 1 point. Organizing documents into groups based on different usage statistics is an example of clustering. Yes. Grouping similar patients based on symptoms and diagnostic test results is an example of clustering. Yes. Predicting whether a person will develop mild, moderate, or severe allergy symptoms based on pollen count is an example of clustering. No. (173). Select the answer that correctly completes the sentence. When building a regression model, labels must have a data type of. Options are Boolean, datetime, numeric, text. Correct answer is numeric. (174). You need to create a clustering model and evaluate the model by using Azure Machine Learning Designer. What should you do? Split the original dataset into a dataset for training and a dataset for testing. Use the testing dataset for evaluation. B. Use the original dataset for training and evaluation. C. Split the original dataset into a dataset for features and a dataset for labels. Use the features dataset for evaluation. D. Split the original dataset into a dataset for training and a dataset for testing. Use the training dataset for evaluation. (175). You have a dataset that contains the columns shown in the following table. You have a machine learning model that predicts the value of column E based on the other numeric columns. Which type of model is this? A. Analysis. B. Clustering. C. Regression. (176). You need to track multiple versions of a model that was trained by using Azure Machine Learning. What should you do? A. Explain the model. B. Register the model. C. Register the training data. D. Provision an inference cluster. (177). You need to identify groups of rows with similar numeric values in a dataset. Which type of machine learning should you use? A. Clustering. B. Regression. C. Classification. (178). Select the answer that correctly completes the sentence. A banking system that predicts whether a loan will be repaid is an example of the type of machine teaming. Options are clustering, regression, classification. Classification. Correct answer is classification. (179). Select the answer that correctly completes the sentence. Which models can be used to predict the sale price of auctioned items? Options are classification, clustering, regression. Correct answer is regression models can be used to predict the sale price of auctioned items. (180). A historian can use to digitize newspaper articles. Select the answer that correctly completes the sentence. A. Object detection. B. Facial recognition. C. Image classification. D. Optical character recognition, OCR.